Yo, what is up, guys? So the devs just released a statement on PvP game sniping and targeted harassment. This has been something that's long coming, especially because of the ban wave that my previous video was about. But before I get into the actual topic of the video and the statement that KI released, I want to give a quick disclaimer because a lot of people are kind of misconstruing what I said in my last video. I included a segment about how I used to in the past stream snipe. This was not supposed to be used as bragging. Literally, the only reason I included that in there was because I wanted to kind of validate the fact that I understand, to a degree, where the people who got suspended are coming from. I was not trying to brag like, oh, saying stream sniping's cool. None of that. All I was literally the only reason I was putting that in there is because I wanted people to understand, my point of view coming from someone who has streamed and been stream sniped before, and someone who has also done it in the past. Now, of course, I have not sniped in a while. I'm not planning on doing it because I personally am not even playing PvP right now. But I'm still gonna bring you guys the updates. So, as you guys can see, they released a statement today. So I'm just gonna read it for you, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts. So it says, Wizards game sniping of any time is targeted harassment and against terms of use and community conduct. Queue sniping is recognizing playing information in the PvP queue and matching or queuing dodging in a way that targeted player in order to gain an unfair advantage. When a player watches another player stream to abuse that player or to cheat in some kind of way, just typical description of stream sniping. Now, the issue with this is that it's not there's no set guide or rubric on what is stream sniping. So how are you going to lay out bans when people do not know exactly what qualifies? Because it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. So it's been rumored that the past few weeks we've been mass banning players suspected of Q sniping and stream sniping. This is not the case, and then they literally said that they did. Any confirmed sniping will resort in the sniper's account being sanctioned, including those who are knowingly aiding the sniper in the action. Basically, what this is saying is if you are helping someone dodge or you are in someone's Twitch chat who is sniping, because this is also something that did happen recently, that you also are going to be subjected to a sanction. Player reports in-game or community will never resort in an automatic action against the reported player. We carefully evaluate each report and only act when we complete an own investigation. Now, if this is true or not, they have not shown that this is true. I'm going to be honest yet. Maybe they changed. Maybe they fixed their system a little bit. We are also concerned that players false reporting others, intentional false reports. If you have false reporting sanctions, including removing all your accounts, the ability to report players. Does this really do anything? No, it really does not. All they'll do is just make another account and keep reporting. It doesn't change a thing. Never been afraid of reporting an honest concern. Please do contact customer support if you have any concerns about the action being taken on your account. Thanks again. Now, I'm going to break this part down. First, please contact customer support. As someone who has been, muted, suspended, whatever, and I've had a lot of friends and who have also done this wrongfully. They've been wrongfully suspended. A lot of the time, the support staff does not respond. They don't send you an email when it happens, and they don't respond to your email when you send them one. Some people get lucky, some people don't. So feel free to contact customer support. Not exactly, it's not really the case, because you a lot of the times will not get you will not get something back. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, and that's just kind of how it is. But the issue with this, now taking away sniping is a net positive. No one likes being sniped, and the people who can only snipe to get rank should not be able to play. Okay, and that's something that I feel like was not very clear in my last video, so I'm just going to clear it up now. Stream sniping is bad. I understand why they make a statement on it, because the reason that people do not stream PvP is because they don't want to get stream sniped. And by releasing this statement, it's going to, kind of encourage some people to stream PvP. Now, the issue with this is it does not very clearly display what is stream sniping, because there's multiple things to it. You can either just purposefully queue into a streamer. So, like, let's say someone that I normally beat on the normal is streaming. I don't necessarily need to watch this person stream to get an advantage. I just want to purposely queue into them. So let's say I just wait until them queue them and then turn their stream off. Is that stream sniping? I purposely queue that person. I don't have set resist, but is that stream sniping? They don't, if it's a direct counter matchup, is that wrong? Or if I'm just watching their stream, but I'm not set, I don't have 100 resist to them, but I'm still watching the stream to get an advantage, that's impossible to prove. There's no way of proving that. So the issue with this is that everyone's kind of scared about is, are people going to be getting falsely banned just because the streamer thinks that they're sniping? If the player makes one suspicious move, there's no way of knowing if that person just deck failed or if they are genuinely watching. There's no way of knowing unless they completely admit it in the game chat. And if they admit in the game chat, then that's on them. They should be banned, whatever. But there's no way of knowing. So what people are scared of is people who have influence. I'm not going to call any names because, Sauce is not directly responsible for this. This update is not directly on Sauce. This is something that they needed to say a long time ago. But the issue with this is that they're not very clear. If someone goes into a match with 50 resist more to a certain school than they have the other schools, and they're purposely sniping a streamer, and it's very clear, and they admit to it, then sure, by all means, that should be bannable. But the main worry here is that any random person can match a streamer, and if they play a little bit suspicious, or they just make a wrong move here when it could genuinely be a deck fail, that they could be sanctioned for sniping. And all this is going to do is whenever Sauce or Liam or something like that, some people like that, the top of our community goes live. And what I'm about to say is not the streamer's fault. I'm not. Don't drop a comment saying, "Oh, you're trying to encourage sniping." No, this is not the streamer's fault. But what's going to happen is people are just going to not queue. So streamers are just not going to get matches, and all they're going to get are low rank people who have no idea what's going on. And that's not good content. No one wants to watch a decent level player who's streaming just shit out a bunch of bad players. No one wants to watch that. So all you're going to see now, because they left a very vague description of what sniping is people just avoiding streamers. Because they didn't release any statement that's like, we do not, directly cater to streamers, whatever. None of that. They didn't clear up any of that. All they said that is that if you're caught sniping, you can be sanctioned. But they didn't really describe exactly what sniping is. They didn't describe how they're gonna do it. They didn't describe, is someone gonna sit in every Twitch streamer's chat who PvPs? No, they're not gonna do that, because if they have the time to do that, they have the time to fix the game, and we all know that they don't do that. So yeah, that is all. Just quick summary again is banning sniping and stuff like that. Great, good on them. No one really wants to play in the game, and now especially because of how there's such a little room for error on pretty much every school. No one wants to play a game where everyone gets sniped. No one does. So banning sniping, good, but the problem is they are not very clear on the ban. What it takes to get sniped and stuff like that. So if you guys have any other thoughts or comments, please feel free to drop them in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one.